So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed as a show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
and our callers are saying this.
Right, man, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Oh, no. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
For that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies, and y'all were inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like TV Green, man. That's what I like about Rev T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this.
Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, well, you tell them, Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust. Because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. If they scared to be who they are, they probably shouldn't be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me. Yeah! 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 Baby! Man, good morning, y'all. It's Monday. Is it Monday? It's Monday. I'm Savon Fernell at the Real Rev T. I'd like to welcome the people right here on Mo Top Level Radio, DMV, to the Rev T Sports Revival. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. NFL Week 5, it basically done went down with the Shadiggity Bop and Shadiggity Bang. Guess they got a Monday night fight to get down. But for the most part, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about Vice President Pence. Yeah. And then look, we gonna talk about Jerry Jones. Yeah. Oh, and then let me just tell you something. If you ain't ready for this, you might want to turn away. Because we about to crank it up a few notches for a whole hour. Y'all ready? That's good. Lace them up, strap them up real tight, and come on and march with me. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Right here, Mount Top Never Radio, DMV, where the people's voices can be heard. Let's go. Man, good morning to the people. I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. You gotta come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Hey, listen here. I gotta say good morning to the people. First of all, I want to thank everybody, man, who tuned in on 93.9 WKYS yesterday. If you in the DMV, listen here, from Maryland, from the top of Maryland, up Baltimore, all the way down to Richmond, you can hear Rev T Sports Revival, Sundays, 93.9 WKYS. I appreciate Kathy Hughes for everything she trying to do for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate DJ Gemini. Chuck Harden, you and Leah Harden, I sent shots out to y'all yesterday, Chuck, on 93.9, and Tamika down at Cash Advance down in Woodbridge. And if y'all send me a follow or give me a feedback or a tweet that you heard me on 93.9 WKYS, I'm going to make sure I give you a shout out. People know that you tuning in, and I appreciate y'all so much. But let's get down to business, man, with this morning roll call, man. I see Big Brother Carol Porter III. He's sitting there tuning in, Sports on the Hill podcast. Big Brother Reggie Wade, he in the house, y'all. Glad to see you, man. Big Brother Durl Jackson, man. Always a pleasure. Durl, I swear you one of my cousins, man. You look just like my cousin, Jeffrey. He married to the delegate Diana Fennell. And Merlin, you need to go check. You look just like my cousin Jeff. I'm going to send you a picture of him. Big Brother Boone Hosey, man. Good morning to you down there in West Virginia, man. He say, I need that Rocky Go-Go Rev. Yeah, good morning to you, man. And I got that Uncle Bo remix Round 2, Volume 2 for the people out. Y'all want to get a copy of it. Whoever make a $5 donation, copy to the Rev T Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. Gonna make sure that I give you a copy of that Uncle Bo Go-Go Remix Volume 2. You can get Volume 1 and 2 for $10. For a $10 donation right here, Rev T Sports Revival. Man, good morning to my good brother and friend, man, Sean Whitehead, man. So glad down in the ATL, he tuned it in. Big good friend of mine, man, for many years, man. We was young boys, man. Running wild and free, man. I appreciate it, man, and love you so much, brother. Big brother, Joseph Somerville, Jose Mo, my good friend to the end, man. He got a lot of stories to tell, man, about Rev T. We got Carol Porter on the line. Good morning, Carol. We see you here. I'm trying to get through this roll call with the people showing them love. And good morning to big brother Stephen Atkins, man. We see you in the house this morning. Always a pleasure, man, to have you there. Jason Hester, we see you, man, you and your family, man. The big brother, Sky Olsenek, man, he in the house, man. Him and his lovely family, always huge supporters of the Sports Revival. Then big brother, Hugh Salters, man. Just, man, good morning to you too, Chan. Appreciate you so much, man. And listen here, you can't talk about boxing in the DMV if you don't talk about Mark Too Sharp Johnson. He in the house this morning. We appreciate you so much, Mark. Can't do it alone. Wake up, everybody. Too Sharp be out there, man, training them youngins up, training their minds up. It ain't about the boxing. It's about the mind. It's about the discipline. We appreciate them so much. Big brother Blake Keller, we see you, Chain. So glad to see you, man. One of my fellow Woodrow Wilson Tigers, y'all. We coming, homecoming, October 21st, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Lace them up, strap them up real tight. Come on and march with me over there at Woodrow Wilson Senior High School. We gonna party, and then I heard the pride of Wilson, Quincy Randolph. He got a party going over there at Tacoma Station, y'all. Make sure y'all get over here. Y'all want to party with us. Good morning to the lovely Claudia Man, Rucker April, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all go get one of them Diesel Reloaded shirts a day. Or tell you want to make you a Rev T Sports Revival shirt. We going to get that done, man. Dion Dante Bracey, we see you, champ. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Jeffrey Cool Breeze Anderson, man, good morning to you, champ. Y'all make sure y'all go take a moment, go share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing here, right here live, y'all, the Rev T Sports Revival. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I feel good this morning. But listen here, though, y'all. Listen here. I can't do things alone. I mean, I can, but it's always good to have a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Looking over your shoulder for you. And without further ado, I like to say good morning, and then I like to introduce Big Brother Carol Porter III, CP, y'all, from Sports on the Hill podcast with Rob Gross. What's going on, CP? What's going on, Chatty?
What's going on, Rev, man? You got me hype. I was sitting here half asleep just talking to you, listening to you, man. You got me hype and ready to rock and roll, man. How you doing this morning? Man,
I'm good, man. I'm shaking the bacon like Anita Bacon, always trying to hold it down like Sammy Town, man. I'm so glad to have you sitting in this morning talking. Man, let's get right into it, man. I was going to go take a break real quick, CP, but you know what, Slim? Listen here. I don't feel like taking no break right now. I don't feel like taking no break. I want to drink. I said drink. Drink. See, I want to drink. See, hey, Carol, that mean I need to have my Wendy Williams sipping my coffee this morning. Hold on. Let me do my Wendy Williams real quick. How you doing? Hold on.
Man, you are hilarious, right. Man. I love you, man. You do such great work, man. I'm glad to see you blowing up and doing the things you're doing, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't bigger than you, Slim. I'm just a man. I'm just a man walking among this earth, just trying to do my thing like a chicken wing. You know what I'm talking about? Can't do it long. Wake up, everybody. Hey, Carol Porter.
Yes, sir.
It's Monday, baby. Ow! Yeah, Slim, wake up. Big brother Watson Van Devil, he's sitting there tuning in. But let's hear you ready to go down this alley, Carol?
Let's go. You know I'm always going to
let's go down this alley. The hell with this. Vice President Pence, he went to Indianapolis yesterday to the Colts 49ers game, and he got mad because he saw 23 Negroes down on their knees on the San Francisco sideline while they was doing the national anthem. And so he got up and he left from Indianapolis so that because he felt like that the players should stand up and give praise and honor to the national anthem, but they feel like that black people, African Americans, and minorities is not getting just in America. So they kneeling down and protest. Now, Carol, can I give you a flashback or something real quick?
Sure.
Martin Luther King used to get down on his knees and protest, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
They didn't like Martin Luther King then, did they?
They love him. They always bring him up. Talk about peaceful protests and we should do it like him. But when we do it like him, they still don't talk.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is they didn't love Martin Luther. Hold on, let me say it like we used to say it in school. Martin Luther the King. You see what I'm saying? Right. I know the real talk before I go on. You know, I wrote for a long time till I got about I was 7, 8 years old. I used to really think his name was Martin the Luther the King.
You wasn't the only one, Red. I used to do the same thing.
I wrote a paper, and I was like in the 1st or 2nd grade, and I wrote a paper, and I said, Martin the Luther the King, and you know what that lady said?
What'd she say, Red?
Martin the Luther the F. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But anyway, though, when Dr. King got down on his knees, they was hating on that man. It wasn't until after his death that his protest really meant something. And being that said, what I'm trying to say is, if they've been following me here on the Sports Revival, Curl, and I'm so glad to have Curl Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast with Robbie Gross, Robbie Robb, sitting there tuning into us right here on the Sports Revival, y'all. The thing is, Curl, is that I said a couple of weeks that everybody that was locking arms and down on knees for the protest of what Trump said, they wouldn't be doing it come the next week. And yet alone, it's true, especially them owners. What owners have you seen come down from the press box again and said, I'm going to lock arms or I'm going to get down on bending knees with my players for the injustice for black America?
Well, it's all politics and all for perspective and saving face. Like my CEO of the network says, it's all politics. But before we even delve into that, let's just step back and take an observation. He peacefully protested, players peacefully protesting the injustice that goes on in America. So he's upset at them for peacefully protesting in their way. So by his way of protesting was to leave the game. Now, what sense does that make? He's being a hypocrite. They're doing the same, they're peacefully protesting the injustices. They're trying to make it about the flag and the military, even though it's not about that. And then he decides to peacefully protest and then goes and tweets about it like his boy does. So, like you say, this problem is constantly going on, and we've never spoke about it. It's always been, well, get over it, slavery was in the past, or you get the, well, I never owned a slave, so, why are you upset with me? But we've never had the open dialogue for the people to talk about it. And as long as we sweep it under the rug and don't talk about it, we're going to constantly have these issues, and with people peacefully protesting, that's the American way. So I don't understand how is he supposedly un-American when he's doing what a true American would and should do. He's donating to his community. He's been active in San Francisco and Las Vegas throughout his whole NFL and college career. He's still out here doing stuff as he's unemployed, which everyone wants to point out because he kneeled, but he's still out here making a difference, and all these folks that's butthurt about him aren't doing half of the stuff that he's doing to try to make this country better.
That's Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast with Robbie Robb. Hey, Carol, you gonna sit in with me for another segment?
Yes, sir. I'm going to ride with you. Man, I put another article out that I just wrote this morning, so I'm going to ride with you for a little while. I got some free time.
And then I want to talk with you about the Nationals before you get about here. We sitting there live, y'all, right here in Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. Hey, y'all, Carol Porter, man, the third, he's sitting in with us this morning for a couple of segments from Sports on the Hills podcast with Robbie Raw. He said he got something he wants to share with the people with an all agree row. And then I'm going to pick his head, y'all, to see what's going on with these Washington Nationals. We live, y'all, right here in Mount Top Network Radio DMV. It's a Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. We be right back. Ow! Hey, Carol, you stay right there, Chance.
This is Claudette from Rucker Apparel, where we specialize in custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom
Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghosted Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Stephen Askin, host of The Inside Blues. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Yeah, we in live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter at The Real Rev T. Sport Revival. Rev T Sports Revival on Twitter. I said Twitter, on Facebook, y'all. And Tavon Fennell as well. Make sure y'all go like that MTN Radio DMV on Twitter, Facebook, y'all. Come get some this morning. Man, we living like it's bulletproof this morning, y'all. We living like it's bulletproof this morning. I got Carol Porter on the line with me, y'all, from Sports on the Hill podcast with Robbie Gross, a.k.a. Robbie Raw. Man, CP, we was just sitting there chopping it up before we went to break. We was talking about Michael Pence sitting there walking on this little stage protest that he had because players was getting down on their knees and stuff. I say he saw 23 Negroes on the San Francisco 49er sidelines down on his knees, and he said it was too much for him. But at the end of the day, though, what I'm trying to say is, Carol Porter, is that Jerry Jones then came out, and what he done said was that any player on the Dallas Cowboy team that decide they want to get down on their knees, they ain't going to play in the football game. They ain't going to be able to get on the field. And I just want to hear your thoughts about that, because that sound like some old dictator diggity bop and diggity bang to me, CP. You know?
I definitely agree with you on that one. It's kind of funny that, he would come. I mean, some owners came out and said that, but, we're supposed to be in a democracy and, supposed to be about freedom of speech or freedom of expression and all of that. But what truly rules this country is capitalism. And, him being the owner of his franchise, because he is the owner, he has the power to say that. Now, we can equate that to the back in the old days with the slave masters and all that, but I'm not going to go there.
No, what you mean you not? Oh, what you mean you not going to go there, man? It's a sports revival. Please do.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm used to Sports on the Hill. We do DC sports without the politics, so I try to keep my political views out.
Man, we putting it out there.
Revival, I guess I'll go ahead.
Man, put it out there for what it is.
It's been repetitive in this country that slavery and systematic, the way things work. The slogan of the ass-hat in chief that's in office now is "Make America Great Again." My question has always been, who was America great for besides the white man? The women have always been mistreated. Any minorities have been mistreated, but the white man has always, ran this country because he wrote the laws, so he knows how to circumvent the laws, so he's always above the law. So, this just goes to the reason why Carlin is kneeling, because the systematic racism and prejudice that's in this country hasn't been addressed, and it kind of fuels the way the country rolls. And just like war fuels the country, the war we're still in Afghanistan for almost 15 years now, but it fuels the economy because it makes bullets, it makes bombs, it makes this, it makes that. So it has to keep the American machine fueled. So it's not even the issue of what Jerry Jones said. That's the declaration and what this country has been based off of. So I really don't understand the shock and awe anymore that, because it's actually coming out on the forefront that they're actually saying it. We know they've thought it for so long, but now with asshat in the office, they feel like they have a right to say these things, and there's no problem with it.
That's Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast. I love Sports on the Hill, bro. But when you on the Sports Revival, then there ain't no bite, no tongue here. Who gonna shut this down? Huh? What program director gonna say that's enough? Huh? Cause last I heard, I know who the program director is, and I know who the executive program director is. Talking about you gonna hold your tongue. It is what it is, man. And when it comes down to
black and white, not to be literal, but that's what it is. It's black and white. And until we can talk about it, until we can have civilized conversations without people calling names and taking things personal and getting butthurt, we're going to continue the same cycle. Like I saw the outrage over the Dove Facebook ad. Okay, it's a Facebook ad. Some people got offended by it, but all the outrage and take it down and boycott Dove. Honestly, folks are just want to be upset about things just to be upset.
Yeah, and speaking of that Dove commercial, you see, what people don't really know, Carol Porter, is that Dove ain't nothing but compressed bacon grease. And if you want a can of bacon grease, I got a can for you. Just for the low price of $5.99, you would get you a can of bacon grease today. Just $30 shipping and handling, and you can make your own soap with a can of bacon grease. Just for $5.99, this bacon grease will blow your mind. And you can do other things with the bacon grease too. It's good for your feet. It's good for your ashy elbows. And if you real freaky, anyway, bacon grease. Get you a can of this bacon grease today for $5.99, $30 shipping and handling fee. Bacon grease. It will change your life today. I'm sorry.
I got some Dove in my room now. I got to go get some new soap now. Messing with you, Red.
Right. Bacon grease. Just fry some bacon and save the grease. Oh, God don't like ugly. I'm over here choking. But I just go get you some bacon grease, fry some bacon, and drain the beans in the coffee can and just save it and let it get hard. My grandmother used to bathe us in bacon grease and it gets so big. And people ask me, Rab T, how your skin so smooth at the age of 43? I use bacon grease.
Oh man!
But listen here though, Kerr. Listen here. Robbie Gross turned he in with us, Carol Porter, this morning though. But we gonna change up the subject though real quick. Good morning to big brother Darren Long, man. Good brother Claude Scoop, never seen you. We see you tuning in up there in Baltimore. Steven asking y'all the Inside Blitz. He in the house, y'all. Make sure y'all go give him a follow at the Inside_Blitz, y'all. Episode 5, week 5 is out there. Mount Top Network Radio DMV had a good show yesterday. The replay running on the air. But we gonna jump right on into it, Carol Porter. You got an article out there about these Washington Nationals. Me, I'm still tied down my red, white, and blue. I'm still getting rubber bands in the white T-shirt, and I'm taking some food coloring, some blue food coloring, and some red food coloring, and I'm dipping it in, and I'm hanging my shirt up outside to dry. Well, it ain't going to dry today because it's raining outside, but at the end of the day, though, what I'm trying to say is, although the Nats won the other night in grand fashion, they got hot, they got on fire in the 8th inning. Bryce Harper went out there and did what he paid to do in this time of year. But at the end of the day, though, Carol Porter from Sports on the Hill, podcast with Robbie Raw, let me tell you something, champion. I still ain't a believer that the Nationals got what it takes to get over this hump. I believe that they got a monkey on their back that is going to take the voodoo, the shadoodoo, the shadiggity bop, and a whole lot of Lord, help them, Lord, to get over this shadiggity bang against these Cubs. Talk about it, Chain.
Well, that's ironic. That's actually the title of my article could Bryce Harper's late inning home run spark the Nats. And if you look back at Game 1, with Strasburg pitched a great game. In my opinion, it was a bad call on that ball that should have been a foul that Rendon. They gave him an error that led to the 2 runs that gave Chicago the lead and enabled them to win Game 1. Game 2 started out that way. Chicago's pitching, which had been falling off towards the end of this regular season, has definitely picked up. And if it wasn't for that 8th inning, and we got to give credit, we can't just give all the credit to Bryce and Ryan. You got to give credit to Adam Lynn. The man played over 1,300 games, regular season games, without one postseason appearance. In his first postseason at bat, he comes through with a clutch hit that enabled Bryce to come up and tie the game, which led to Ryan winning the game 3 batters later with the 3-run home run. In my mind, with Mad Max going on the mound today, hopefully his hamstring is in good shape. Hopefully they got him off the mound early enough in that last start, and he's had rehab for the last about 7 or 8 days. So if Mad Max is in his zone, our offense, picks up. Chicago has Jose Quintana going, who has been very his last 6 starts of the regular season. He was 3-0 with, I believe, with a barely over 2 ERA. So it's definitely going to be a tough matchup. But the Nats have won in Chicago earlier this season. They won the season series 4-3 by winning the last 2 games in Chicago in the last season that last series they faced them. So I think the key to this game is going to be Trey Turner, him getting on base. I think they need to let him bunt for a base hit instead of him swinging away, because I think he's a little anxious with him. This is his real first time being a leadoff hitter on this team in the postseason. So I think if they can get him bunting or finding ways to get on and let the offense do what it's been doing, that we've been doing all season. We led the league with double-digit run games. We had I believe number 3 offense in the whole majors. We had one of the top pitching staffs. We got Mad Max going. You got Dusty controlling the bullpen like a mad genius. I've had the faith all year. It was a little rocky. But we won one. We going to Chicago, and we are facing the reigning World Series champion. So we got to remember that too.
Yeah, and the thing about it, you brought up a good point, Dusty Baker. When you talk about Dusty Baker, I believe that Dusty Baker, his leadership, his experience, is enough to help carry this national team over the hump. But listen here, though. Here's the catch-22 to it as well, though, Curl. Dusty didn't have some rough spots when he got into postseason play as a skipper as well. So it's like the Washington Nationals as a team, they got a monkey to kick off of this. So, well, in my eyes, they got a couple of monkeys. They got one on the left shoulder and the right shoulder just jumping up and down like they done lost their damn mind. But guess what, though? Right. Dusty Baker, he got a little monkey on his shoulder, too. So it's a catch-22 to this whole scenario when you talk about the Washington Nationals in this postseason. And then you got to understand, like you said, the Cubs know what it is to be in this type of situation. I could give a damn if they 1-1, if they down 0-2. The Cubs, they've been in this situation before, and they know how to get out of it. The Nationals, they've been in this situation before the last 2-3 years, and guess what? Same Same results. One and done. So at the end of the day, I believe that this is going to be a big test for the Washington Nationals going forth. They tied 1-1 in the 5-game series. They go back to Chicago to play the Cubs on their home field. So, you said the Nationals are Carol Porter, the third for Sports on the Hill podcast with Robbie Gross. You said that the Nationals led the series in the regular season against the Cubs. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Won 4 games to 3.
Exactly. But listen here though. You know how when you was coming up, and not me, but you know how you had some people that in the schoolyard they was getting their ass whipped every day. They had a bully messing with them. You know what I'm talking about? And then after about 3 or 4 ass whippings, you said, okay, I'm not gonna take these ass whippings no more. Right? See, this is Sports Revival. You know, I just tell it like it is. It ain't got to be like it everybody is. But at the end of the day, though, when you talk about this thing, Carol Porter, when you go to the schoolyard and then you get your ass whipped after 2 or 3, 4 times, you say, hold up, wait a minute, I got to start to fight back. And then once you start to fight back, you realize that, if I hit him right here or hit her right there, it makes her back up off of me. Mm-hmm. And what I'm trying to say is, when you find a formula to stop them ass whippings from happening to you in your life, guess what? That bully ain't so big and bad no more now, is he?
You damn right.
Right. So at the end of the day, when you look at it and you look over your shoulders, although the Washington Nationals beat them in the regular season, this the postseason. And the Cubs are saying to themselves, you might have whipped my ass once, you might have whipped my ass twice, but tonight, you got a different fight ahead of you. I want to say good morning to my cousin, y'all, Tanya Lesson. She in the house. I love her so much. That's my cousin right there. Good morning to the lovely Anita Jones. I love her so much too. Appreciate you, mama, for tuning in right here live. Rev T Sports Revival, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. We live, y'all. Tell the people what we doing. Monday through Friday, God willing, we could go 9 to 10, 9 to 11. Hell, we could go 9 to 12 if it feel like ringing them bells. We can do that here on the Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. I was. I got happy, y'all, and I done knocked my mic all out. But we sitting there, that's how I get sometimes. We sitting there now.
You feeling it, man. You gotta feel it sometimes.
I be feeling it. I be feeling it.
Knock off the shelf, knock the mic off the stand. Who knows, man?
And then the Fennell that came into the room, man. You're in on Facebook Live, and I get real happy when I see the Fennells, man. You don't know how much I stand on being who I am. You know what I'm talking about, Slim? I love my family. But we sitting there live, though, y'all. Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. That's Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast. He sit there and broke it down, man, like Cemetery, talking about these Washington Nationals. Hey, CP, tell them where they can find your article at, champion.
You can find my article on Sports on the Hill podcast page on Facebook. You can go to our website, sportsothp.com. Tonight we'll be doing NLDS post game from Game 3. Game 3 will be starting at 4 o'clock. We go on the air at 7 o'clock live. We'll hopefully the game will be wrapping up, and we'll be bringing you some victorious game post game coverage with the Nats taking the 2-1 lead tonight from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We'll also be talking about the Caps and their hot start. I also wrote an article about Ovi and his 2 hat tricks in the first 2 games of the season. And we'll also be talking about the Redskins in the first quarter of the season before the bye and give our evaluations of what we need to improve on to go forward to try to make this a playoff team.
See that? That's Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast. I tell y'all, listen here. if they got a rap race going on in the alley somewhere in D.C., I guarantee you they got press passes, credentials to get it.
We're going to cover it for you, baby. We're going to tell you who won.
They will tell you who won. That's my man right there, 50 grand. But look though, Curl, before I let you go, man, I'm having Wendy Williams moments like a mug this morning.
Monday, baby, it's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. But listen here though, CB, before I let you go, I heard you just say something about the Washington Capitals. You know, it's like you talking and I got a toothpick in my teeth and you just got me picking. You know what I'm talking about? I hear you talking. I say, ooh, let me pick this. Listen here, man. You said something about Alex Ovechkin having 2 hat chicks. Ain't this the beginning of the hockey season for the Capitals?
Yeah, I said something about it, Ray.
See what I mean? See, now, that's good that Alex Ovechkin did all that stuff. But see, this is a prime example of why I be tie-dyeing the red, why I be tie-dyeing the red, white, and blue when it comes to the Nationals. Because, see, the Capitals have poisoned a lot of y'all minds to believe that when you see Ovi doing hat tricks at the beginning of the damn season, that the Capitals are about to have this miraculous and this glorious run to the NHL playoffs. And what happens is your minds get so joyfully filled, your hearts be feeling so joyfully, not worried about nothing about tomorrow, and then they get into the playoffs. You will spend about $100 and $200 buying jerseys and stuff to rock the red and every damn thing, and then they get into the playoffs and they be out after the first round. Hell, they be by 3 games, they be done.
Well, it's been a second round exit the last 3 playoff appearances.
Oh, hell with that.
Unfortunately,
I'm having flashbacks of
one. A lot
one.
of momentum and a lot of side things that, you know, affect the momentum of the game. But this Caps team, because as you say, the track record that they have of faltering, they've lost a lot of veterans that they had. You know, Johansson has been traded to the Devils. They lost Justin Williams. They lost the defenseman, I can't remember.
Hey, Curl.
So we have a lot of youth and they're looking at it differently. Ovi's lost some weight. They took Nick Backstrom off the top line, put him on the second line. They got him working with Kuzi now, with the young Verado on the same line. So they still, that's why I was bringing up the hat trick, because no one knew what to expect out of this team. And, you know, they put up 11 goals in 2 games. Their defense is questionable, but we know with new players, it's going to take some time. It's just the fact that Ovi was able to, because everyone was talking about last year how with Trotz cutting his minutes back, that it would help in the playoffs, and unfortunately the 3rd and 4th line scoring, which has been the problem with this team throughout the playoffs, it's not really an Ovi problem, it's a team problem, because you have to have second and third scoring in the playoffs, because you're going up against top teams with top defense, with top defensive pairings. Right. That's always going to match up against your superstar. So you have to have your secondary players have to step up. Unfortunately, our players would step up during the regular season, but they wouldn't step up and be able to deal with the pressure of the postseason.
They be like Olivia. They be like Olivia, Carol Porter, when it comes to the postseason. They be lost and turned out. I mean, talk about it, man. Hey, you putting sugar and cream in the coffee this morning, Carol, with these Washington Capitals. I know you got high hopes, and I ain't trying to break your spirits down, but don't let your imagination run away with you this morning. I'm just saying, good morning to Big Brother Dolphins Percy Williams. Good morning to Big Brother Sherwin Dizzy. We see y'all tuning in, man. Good morning to y'all. But listen, we sit there with Carol Porter, Sports on the Hill podcast. I keep telling Carol Porter, I'm gonna let him go, but we just talking this morning, Carol. Just talking. We talking like 2 old men in the barbershop. In the barbershop.
Talking about sports.
Yeah, hold on, let me talk like old man Johnson real quick there. That young boy, you don't know about nothing. What you talking about? What you talking about? That young boy, what? That young boy, no, not that young boy. See, that young boy don't know nothing about that young boy.
You're in the side of your mouth, too. You got to put the in there.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't want me to put what I got sitting beside me on the side of my mouth. I might just wake up a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway though, man, we sitting here giving it to the people, man. And Carol, man, tell them where they. I don't care, man. Tell them where they can find you, and you can tell them people a million damn times. This is my damn airwaves. But tell them people where your voice can be heard. Tell them where they can find you at again, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love and the opportunity, man. You can find me on Facebook at Carol Porter III, True Radio Network, Sports on the Hill Podcast on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. You can just Google Sports OTHP. We all on there. We'll be on tonight. Blog Talk Radio from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Call in. You can check out our link. You can check out our videos. We post highlights of everything from the Caps, the Nationals, United, like you said, the rat race and the hood. Who knows? Whatever you want to see, we got it, baby. Just tune in. We trying to help take over the DMV with good sports talk like Rev out here doing. We trying to help educate the people like Rev is.
Oh, man, that's Carol Porter III, man. Hey, CP, we appreciate you so much, Chain.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate all the love and the shout-outs, man.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate it. We're going to link up, and we're going to do some big things together, man.
Oh, man. Okay, put your left in front of your right and keep on marching, soldier. That's how you do that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let them see your backside like the wind. Ow! Hey, y'all, that's Carol Porter, man. Right here live, y'all. Mo Top Network Radio, DMV, Sports on the Hill Podcast. Y'all go follow them. Him and Robbie Gross, man. Them brothers, they bringing some good sports talk. And I appreciate you so much, Shane.
Hey,
take the base.
Yeah, y'all, we sitting here live, Mo Top Network Radio, DMV. We gonna take a break. When we come back, though, y'all, I'm gonna talk about this NFL Week 5 real quick. I'm gonna bring it to the people. I'm gonna lay it down like spit. Hell, Steven Atkins might even call into the Sports Revival and talk a little bit from the inside blitz. We live here, Mount Top Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Hey, y'all, let's go, baby. March with me. Ow!
Hey, y'all, this is Claudette from Ruffle Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Ruffle Apparel. You can email us at ruffleapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirts.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golden Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Stephen Askins, host of The Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Yeah, y'all, we sitting there live. Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Savon Fennell at the Real Rev T Sports Revival. I feel good this morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go follow at MTN Radio DMV on Twitter. Make sure you go like Mountaintop Network Radio DMV on the Facebook page. We sitting here live, y'all. Man, I feel good, man. We had Carol Porter came in, laid it down for us, man. But listen here though. I think there's Steven Atkins from the Inside Blitz on the line. Is that Steven?
Yes, sir. It certainly is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Rev T this morning.
Yeah, man.
Good morning, sir.
Man, good morning to you. Hey, man, I heard yesterday on Mountain Top Network Radio DMV at 10 a.m. on Sundays. Yesterday, man, y'all had a good show. And y'all broke a lot of things down, man, with the NFL. We found with your predictions. It was like, and it wasn't under no restrictions neither. Like, you put it out there real clear in the atmosphere for the people.
Yes, sir. Every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, the Inside Blitz will bring you the best in NFL, live and direct.
Yeah, man, but listen here, though. You got a few minutes, man, to talk about a couple of these scores real quick with me, Chain?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Twitter at the Inside Blitz _. And what is it on Facebook, man? I always get tongue-tied on that one. You know how I am, man.
All right, on Facebook, it's the Inside Blitz pregame show. Actually, on Facebook, I apologize. On Twitter, it's the Inside _Blitz.
Right. See, you be getting me confused, and then you be trying to act like it was my fault or something.
Not at all.
Jesus!
Not at all.
Jesus! But listen here, though, man. It's a lot of games that went down yesterday. I want to say last night, yesterday, and one that just stands out to me, Steven Atkins from the Inside Blitz, is that the Jacksonville Jaguars, they beat the hell out of the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday. And when I say the hell, I mean the H-E-double-L to Paul Ben Roethlisberger, what's his name, Roethlisberger or whatever the hell? Whatever.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, right, Big Ben. The hell, listen here, he threw like, 4 or 5 interceptions? That man said he don't know if he got it no more. And when you got a veteran quarterback sitting there talking like that after your games, I think Mike Thompson got a little problem here. And it ain't about them people calling him no Negroes, you know what I'm saying, for his contents of protest. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 interceptions that were all returned for touchdowns. He didn't throw any touchdowns, but he had 5 interceptions returned for touchdowns. Jacksonville's defense put it on him yesterday afternoon, and like you said, Ben Roethlisberger, he after yesterday's game, he said he's not too certain about his future.
That sound like that man mind is worried and his heart is a little bit trouble. He ain't felt this way since he had them rape charges that was on his head at one point in time. Ooh, did I just say that?
You said
I just did. The truth just set a couple people free. I'm just saying though. But look though, man, in the NFC though, he's Steven Atkins from the Inside Blitz, and y'all make sure y'all tune in 10 a.m. right here live on Sundays. Did I say on Sundays? That's right, 10 a.m. on Sundays, right here on Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. See, I'm getting tongue-tied this morning, but I ain't tongue-tied about this score, man. Them damn Eagles, when they singing that song, Fly, Eagles, Fly, they really flying right now, because they beat the hell out of the Arizona Cardinals, 34-7. What happened there?
I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles team, you got Carson Wentz, Alshon Jeffrey, LeGarrette Blount, Torrey Smith. Their offense is clicking on high cylinders right now, and their defense isn't playing bad at all. They're playing with the best of them right now.
Yeah, that's a good point, Dick. And you got to give that boy Carson Wentz some credit, too. That young boy, in his second year, he didn't really evolve at that quarterback position in the NFL.
He certainly has.
Yeah.
He makes good decisions with the football. Their offensive line protects him very well. When the line breaks down, he's able to get out and he's able to run the ball. So, he's a dual threat for the Philadelphia Eagles offense. So,
right.
That helps him a lot as well.
Right, and then since we sitting there talking about the East, man, mama, don't let your babies grow up. to be Cowboys. Yeah! Cause Jerry...
Don't let your babies grow up to be Cowboys.
Yeah. Cause Jerry Jones will have them picking cotton in the field if they kneel. Did I just say that? Yeah, I did. Yeah. But listen here though, in that case, see, God don't like ugly. Well, let me rephrase that. God don't like ugly. He like the ugly because he make you beautiful on the outside, whether you ugly on outside or inside. But with Jerry Jones, because he just ugly. See, God already knew that Jerry Jones was going to come out with this diggity bob and diggity bang, that if any more of his players took a knee on with these injuries, they wasn't gonna play football. But listen, so what God did was he stopped by with a minute and 18 seconds left. Well, excuse me, a minute and 13 seconds left, and he stopped by with the Green Bay Packers down here in Jerryland, and he gave them the power. Did you hear what I said, Stevie? He gave Green Bay the power. He gave, hold on, let me do it real quick like we really in church. He gave them the power. Did I do that right?
You did it. You did it right.
Somebody passed the plate because that was a good sermon right there. But he gave the football guards, gave the Green Bay Packers the power to come back and beat the Cowboys 35-31. And listen here, I sold a whole lot of boxes of Kleenex last night after I got off the air on 93.9 WKYS. I appreciate all the people that bought Kleenex for $5.99. And I didn't got some orders for this bacon grease, Steven. I got orders for the bacon grease, but at the end of the day, though, Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about this real quick. Aaron Rodgers is a GOAT.
He was 19 for 29, 221 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had a great game. Like I said on the Inside Blitz Sunday at 10 a.m. on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, that Green Bay was going to get the win. I know, that they beat Dallas last year for the playoff spot. Dallas had a chip on their shoulder, but Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, you can't count him out with time on the clock.
He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Listen here. When Aaron Rodgers decides he don't want to do this thing called football no more, he's going into the Hall of Fame. His first time up on the ballot. To me, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best damn quarterbacks I've seen in my lifetime. And I've seen some great ones. Montana, the Marinos. I mean, you name it. The Kellys. I'm saying the Aikmans. I'm saying I done seen them, man. I done seen them, the Doug Williams, the Theismans. I done seen them, man. But listen here, though, this Aaron Rodgers, though, man, he's something special, man. Something real special. And listen here, Steven, that's not to discredit the Dallas Cowboys offense with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, because they carried that team on their back yesterday to put them ahead of the game. Did I just say that?
You did.
Yeah. That's why it's raining outside. But I just can't sit there and talk bad about the Cowboys, because at the end of the day, when it really came down to it, Aaron Rodgers did what a veteran quarterback like him is supposed to do, and let's lead his team. But once again, I got to give my hats off to that Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, man, they make that offense run. They don't really need Dez Bryant. He's just an additive piece. But between them two, and even with Alfred Morris coming off the bench, to relieve Elliott, he doing a good job too, hitting them holes. So at the end of the day, you this game could have went either way. But enough said, though, because I just said too much praise for the Cowboys. But I know somebody who need to get on that prayer list. Well, there's actually a couple of teams that need to get on that prayer list. The first team is the New York Giants. One, they lost the game to go 0-5. Man, I don't recall, man, when I've ever seen the New York Giants 0-5. And I've been an avid football fan of actually watching the game and understanding it since 1979. Okay? So I can't recall the New York Giants being 0-5 ever in my lifetime.
And let me tell you something. I couldn't see it. I thought that they were going to have, the home field advantage, that they were going to turn things around. But Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, they came into New York, and they're 0-5 now.
And the thing about it is, man, good morning, Big Brother Jerry Sutton. I see you tuning in, man. Big brother Cameron Peele, I see you chiming in. Good morning to you. Big brother Edward Crowder, I see you this morning, man. Good morning, Big brother Red Porter, we see you. Appreciate you so much. Hey, Edward, Shanita put a post up on her Facebook page, man, of some old footage over at the church with Sherman Howe. I saw you playing the drums, Crowder. I saw that. I said, man, look at this when he was young, but I keep calling your nickname on air, but you know what I'm saying, though, man. I just had to say that while it was on my mind. But anyway, though, I'm sitting here with Steven Atkins live, y'all, from the Inside Blitz. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him at the Inside_Blitz on Twitter. And where's it at on Facebook, Steven?
It's the Inside Blitz pregame show on Facebook.
That's right. See, I always get that tongue to the tie. But we sit there and talk about these New York Giants. They gonna fire that coach. What's that coach name? Whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ben McAdoo.
Ben McAdoo. He about to do, cause he coaching and his team smell like some doo-doo, right? Doo-doo. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, in previous shows, that, he's taking over the head coaching position and he's calling offensive plays. If you're not going to fire the head coach, then at least give the play calling to someone else.
Oh,
from what I'm hearing, that they're not going to fire Ben McAdoo as of right now. But if things don't turn around soon, he'll be on the hot seat for his job at the end of the season.
And listen here, though. I know who else on the hot seat.
Who was that?
What's that young boy name in Cleveland? What was his name? Kaiser, whatever?
Yeah, Deshaun Kaiser, the rookie quarterback.
What rookie quarterback? He ain't no rookie quarterback now. Cause listen here, they don't even want him quarterbacking to the quarterbacking. They done laid him down by the riverside. And they pulled Hogan up. And they gave Hogan a chance yesterday when they faced it against the New York Jets. They still lost, but Kevin Hogan came in and they sit there. I'm just saying.
From what I'm hearing from Cleveland, Hogan came in and he had a great game. So I think that they're going to evaluate him this week, see what he does on the practice field, and I think that he'll get the start. Now, it's a shame that Deshaun Kaiser had to be benched, but when you're, performing poorly, that's the only thing that, the coaches can do. If not, then it's going to be their job. So,
but but at the end of the day, though, I'm rooting for Kevin Hogan. You know why?
Why is that?
Kevin Hogan from the DMV.
Okay.
Yeah. What? See, man. See, y'all always gotta remember, man. I know my sports, man. I know my sports. Kevin Hogan went to Gonzaga. You know that, did you? He originally from out here in out here in McLean, Virginia. But he went to Gonzaga. That's a private school, so he could go live in Virginia and go there. But he went to Gonzaga. So I'm rooting for him, man. Hometown, getting a chance to play. Kaiser just ain't ready yet. Sometimes you throw somebody into the fire, man. Fire too hot, ass get burned. Move on to the next man. I'm just sorry. This doesn't surprise me. And then Hugh Jackson better be careful or he gonna lose his job too.
Yeah, I think he's on his way out the door. When you have two, terrible seasons last year, they win 1-15. This year, who knows where they're going to go? But right now, they're 0-5. So yeah, his job is not looking too promising at the end of the season.
Man, he be all right. But listen here though, Steve. We had a good show for the people, man. I hear my music. That's Steven Atkins. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him at the Inside_Blitz on Twitter, and we're at on Facebook, Steven.
the Inside Blitz pregame show on Facebook.
And then tune in right here on Mount Top Network Radio, DMV, Sundays, 10 a.m. Live right here on Mount Top Network Radio, DMV, that Inside Blitz on Sundays, y'all. But look, though, man, we had a good show. I want to thank Carol Porter for tuning in with us. I wanted for Sports on the Hill podcast with Robbie Gross, man. Appreciate you so much. And most of all, I appreciate all the people that tuned in right here live on Mount Top Network Radio. I tell it to the young, I tell it to the old. You got to come to the Sports Revival to fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Listen here, I'm Tavon Fennell. I think that's what my mama named me. And that's Steven Atkins, y'all, from the Inside Blitz. And hold on, Steven, I got to get my music, man, to get on up out here, man. The little church me, there go. And listen here, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Hey, Steven Atkins. Hey, Steven Atkins.
Yeah, I'm still here.
March with me, baby. Let's get on up out of here, Chain. Ow!